Third row inside to number 5 from Silver Lake of Jason Isley. On his right door will be the number 2 of Ratchet Rusty Keddick out of South Bend. Fourth row, the number 4 of Todd Hall out of Goshen. To his right will be the 22 of Radical Rich Bull from Plymouth. And at the back of the pack, the number 10 of Ryan Condon. Supposed to have 9 cars going 8 laps in the first of our late model heats, but I don't know where they're at, so let's rock and roll. Your pole setter is the 71 of Frank Nethercutt. On the outside, the 21 of Honkin' Harvey Taylor. Second row inside, 22 Ryan Pro. Then you've got the 2 of Ratchet Rusty Keddick. Number 5, Jason Isley. The 22 of Radical Rich Bull. The 4 of Todd Hall. And the 10 of Ryan Condon. And, of course, now 21X Josh Taylor. I don't know what he's doing. He comes out next race. Let's go racing. All right, next time by, Mighty Mike Powers is going to give him the green. He's ready to go. The light's going to be going out this time. I guess we're going to give him one more parade since the back part of the pack is a half a lap behind the rest. The green flies finally, and we're off and racing in our Hoosier Tire late model first heat. Honkin' Harvey Taylor takes the lead away from the 71 of Frank Nethercutt. And Honkin' Harvey Taylor will bring him out of turn 4 to complete lap number 1 of the 2005 racing season. Honkin' Harvey Taylor out front. Ratchet Rusty Keddick running second. Rich Bull now in the 22s up to third as we complete lap number 2. And of course, 21, Honkin' Harvey Taylor. Ratchet Rusty Keddick in the number 2. Radical Rich Bull out of Plymouth in the 22. Here comes Todd Hall now. He's made his way up to 4th as they complete lap number 3. Oh, and there goes Rusty Keddick around in the backstretch, and Rich Bull did a wonderful job of hitting the brakes and missing that so that he didn't damage the 22 machine. So Radical Rich Bull doing a great job of avoiding what could have been very, very costly to both cars. As they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike looks them over. He gives them a green. They're off and racing. 22, Rich Bull looking to find some way to get around the 21 of Honkin' Harvey for that lead. Keep your eye on number 4, Todd Hall at the halfway point. We got 4 in and 4 to go. Number 5, Jason Isley running there in 4th. Honkin' Harvey Taylor out of Ligonier up front. Radical Rich Bull right there looking to the inside. Not enough room there. Goes to the outside in turn 1 with 3 laps left. Todd Hall going to draft right behind him there on the outside groove. Trying to help the 22 along. Now Todd Hall looks to the outside. 6 down, 2 to go. This time by 21 Honkin' Harvey trying to hang on. White flag will come out next time. We'll have a 1-lap dash for the first checkered flag in 2005 here coming up. 21 Taylor, 22 Bull, Todd Hall in the 4. Checkered flag will wave this time for Honkin' Harvey Taylor in car number 21. That's the way they're going to finish, 1, 2, and 3. It was 21, 22, and 4. Number 4, Todd Hall, brings home third. 22, Rich Bull, managed to hang on to the second place spot. And, of course, winning from the outside of the front row, car number 21 from Ligonier. Put your hands together for Honkin' Harvey Taylor. And Honkin' Harvey Taylor picks up the first checkered flag on the 2005 racing season in our 8-lap late model heat. Honkin' Harvey sponsored by Wana Cup Restaurant. Wana Cup Restaurant there in Shipshewana. Mom and Dad, Ryan and Jess, and Rita Motor Company out of Elkhart. All sponsors, the 21 of Honkin' Harvey Taylor. That's Ed Paul out of South Bend. His right in row 1, the 21X of Jumpin' Josh Taylor. Jumpin' Josh out of Shipshewana. Second row inside, car number 69 from Warsaw, Barry Lamb. To his right in row 2, the number 9 of Hot Rod Rodney Spencer scheduled there. Third row inside to 55 from Cromwell of Justin Matson. To his right door, we've got the 87 of Ty Hayes. Fourth row inside, the 100 of Pat Bird from South Bend. To his right, the 32 of John Long. And last row inside, in row 5, we've got the 14 of Mike Thayer from Argus, Indiana. And to his right, the 94 of Frankie Lyle Jr. out of LaPorte. 10 cars going 8 laps in our second late model heat. Let's rock and roll. All right. 10 cars, 8 laps as Mighty Mike gives them their final pace lap. Mighty Mike Powers says, one more time, guys, we're going green next time by. Ready or not, here we go. Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, of course, supposed to start on the outside of the second row, takes the tail. He's had some problems. There goes the 100 of Pat Bird right off the bat on the start. Oh, the caution flag will come out as we got late model carnage all over the place so far. Oh, a 100, Pat Bird. Spun his tires on the start of this one, and around he went. The track temperature here at the new Paris Speedway, cold. So it may be a little bit tougher for these guys with the slicks on there. They'll warm that racetrack up, though, before featured time. All right, we got them lined back up. Complete restart. As they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike Powers looks them over. He gives them the green. We're going racing. .101 Ed Paul, our pole setter, out in front. 21X Jumpin' Josh Taylor trying to jump around him. And, of course, there comes the 87 of Ty Hayes in that DMR Body Shop special. Oh, 94 Frankie Lyle Jr. got a little wiggly coming out of turn 2. He fell back about 3 spots as we complete lap number 2. 101 Ed Paul out front. 21X Jumpin' Josh Taylor running second. 87 Ty Hayes is third. Barry Lamb in the 69's running in fourth. .55 Justin Matson up there to fifth. As we come around this time, the halfway mark will come out. 4 down, 4 more to go. .101 Ed Paul, our pole setter, has led all 5 laps of this 8-lap second heat in our late model division. The man with the plan out of South Bend, Indiana, 101 Ed Paul. Looking to pick up his first checkered flag on the 2005 racing season. He's got one more lap to do it in, as he's got a comfortable lead over the 21X of Jumpin' Josh Taylor and the 87 of Ty Hayes. And the checkered flag will wave this time for Ed Paul. that's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 101, 21, and 87. 87 Ty Hayes finishes third. 21X Jumpin' Josh Taylor second, and Ed Paul, 101, brings home the second late model heat on the night. 101 Ed Paul out of South Bend, sponsored in part this season. All right, race fans, here's your lineup for our third and final late model heat. The fastest of our Hoosier Tire late models on the track. On the pole, number 85 out of Bristol. That's Kevin Kosher. To his right in row 1, the 57 out of Elkhart of Devin Heimbaugh. Second row, the 53 of Lou Strimmy. And the number 7 of Keith Hankins. Third row is the 14 of Brandon Maynard, and the 58, that's his brother Ron Maynard Jr. Fourth row, the 7C of Bobby Strimmy. And the 95 of Steve Stacy. And at the back of the pack, car number 17, Ralph Havens, our fast qualifier on the day. Our 17, Ralph Havens on the inside of row 5. And our fast qualifier on the day from Plymouth in car number 28, Sean Amore. As Ralph Havens elected to move back to the 5th row, he was scheduled to start on the outside of row 4. Steve Stacy, second fastest qualifier on the day in that number 95 car. We'll switch spots with him. He says, that's fine. You can have the inside line, Ralph. You're the returning late model track champion. All right, race fans, here we go. 10 cars going 8 laps in our fast Hoosier Tire late model heat. Watch them as they come out of turn 4. Number 85, Kevin Kosher, and 57, Devin Heimbaugh brings him out of there. 53, Lou Strimmy looks to the inside in turn 1. Holy cow, we got action in the middle of the pack. 53, we went 3 wide here. 53, Lou Strimmy looking for the lead, but guess what? We're going to have a complete restart as number 7, Keith Hankins, went loop-de-loop after he seen what was happening up front. I don't know what happened in the middle of the pack, but around he went. Ralph Havens hit the skids, and we got another caution in our Hoosier Tire late models before we could even get another lap in. With 57, Devin Heimbaugh. They better keep an eye on Lou Strimmy in the 53. See, they must have heard rumors we weren't going to have too many wave laps this year. Kevin Kosher, he was setting the pace. He was ready to go green that time. All right. Watch him now as they come out of turn 4. 53, Lou Strimmy wants to watch him on that start. Green flag flying. Kevin Kosher, he was on it and it moved on him. 53, Lou Strimmy looks to the inside. And 57, Devin Heimbaugh will be our leader on lap number 1. 85, Kevin Kosher back to second. 53, Lou Strimmy on the outside. Here goes the 14 of Brandon Maynard on the inside. Brandon Maynard up to second. Lou Strimmy back going to the low side. Moves up there right on the inside of 85, Kevin Kosher for third. Oh, and Bobby Strimmy in the 7C got loose. 3 wide coming out of down the billboard backstretch. As 58, Ron Maynard Jr. moves to 5th on lap number 3. Battle up front, 57, Devin Heimbaugh trying to hold off the 14 of Brandon Maynard and the 53 of Lou Strimmy. Halfway mark comes out, we got 4 down and 4 to go. Brandon Maynard now got the low line coming out of turn 2. 14, Brandon Maynard up there now to the front spot. Oh, a little tap there, goes Lou. 53, Lou Strimmy, around in turn 4. He got in the back of the quarter panel of the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh when Brandon Maynard made his pass. So we got 4 complete laps. 4 laps completed. We'll sort it out and get them going another 4. All right. We've got the field in position, and they're coming out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns them loose. 4 more to go. Oh, and Brandon Maynard in the back of Devin Heimbaugh, and around he goes. And oh my goodness, it's lucky that he didn't stack him up behind him as Brandon Maynard on the restart got into the back of the 57, around he went. Ron Maynard Jr. now running second. The white number 7. Bobby Strimmy Jr., or Bobby Strimmy. Keith Hankins back there in 4th as we go green one more time. 4 laps to go. '58, Ron Maynard Jr. now looks at the outside of 57, Devin Heimbaugh. They got 3 more to go. Bobby Strimmy in the 7C right there, the white number 7, Bobby Strimmy running in 3rd, waiting to see what happens up front. They've only got 2 more laps to go as the 14 of Brandon Maynard takes her back to the pits. Ron Maynard Jr. down low, ran out of pavement, has to go back up. Maintains second, but boy, he almost lost it. White flag will fly for 57, Devin Heimbaugh. 58, Ron Maynard Jr. on the outside. Can't get the groove on the outside. That 58 can't hold it there. 57, Devin Heimbaugh. Checkered flag will fly for the first time for 2005 for him. Well, that's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 57, 58, and 7C. Bobby Strimmy finishes 3rd. 58, Ron Maynard Jr. was 2nd. And winning tonight's Fast Hoosier Tire Late Model Heat. Put your hands together for the 57 out of Elkhart of Devin Heimbaugh. Devin Heimbaugh from Elkhart, sponsored by Renegade Racing and Raleigh Williams Paint Spot over there in Elkhart. All sponsors of 57 of Devin Heimbaugh. Good job for him. For Michiana Tire Street Stocks. Getting ready to go 8 laps on the pole. Car number 17 is Bob Schisler Jr. His right to 121 of Mark Miller out of Elkhart. Second row inside to 61 of Jason Slaybaugh out of Syracuse. To his right to number 12 from Pierceton of Kevin Gunkel. Third row inside, car number 10, that's Eric Kaiser, Hollywood Eric Kaiser. To his right, the 40 of Rob Smith. Fourth row inside, number 50 from Warsaw is Hurricane Charlie Cotton. To his right to 99 from Napanee of Mark Blessing, and our fast qualifier at the back of the pack, the 125 of Frosty Scott Frost out of Claypool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cars, our fastest 9 qualifiers in our Michiana Tire Street Stocks, about to go 8 laps as Mighty Mike gives them the 1 lap signal. '17, Bob Schisler Jr., your pole setter with the 121 of Mark Miller on the outside, falling back a little bit on the start as Mighty Mike turns them loose. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. up front. 121, Mark Miller running second. 61, Jason Slaybaugh's up to third. The 12 of Kevin Gunkel is in fourth as we complete the very first lap of our Street Stock racing for 2005. Bob Schisler Jr., the pole setter, brings him around for lap number 2. 121, Sparky Mark Miller up there in second. 61, Jason Slaybaugh's running third. Now a battle for fourth between Hollywood Eric Kaiser and the 10 and the 12 of Kevin Gunkel. Gunkel's looking to the outside line. He's losing a little ground as the inside groove's got it so far tonight. Number 10, Eric Kaiser, moves to fourth. At the halfway point, 4 in and 4 to go. Hurricane Charlie Cotton, number 50, up to fifth. We're going to have 5 down, 3 to go this time by. Fast qualifier 125. Frosty Scott Frost now has made his way up to 6 after starting all the way at the tail. Time's running out, though, with 6 down and 2 to go. Hurricane Charlie Cotton, number 50, falls off to the wayside. Frosty's up to 5th. White flag will fly this time. 1 more to go for number 17, Bob Schisler Jr. Brand new car, brand new color for the 17. Bob Schisler Jr. will pick up his very first checkered flag for 2005. That time, Mark Miller, Jason Slayball. That's the way they'll finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 17, 121, and 61. Jason Slayball bringing home 3rd. Mark Miller in the 121 was 2nd. And, of course, winning from the pole position. Put your hands together for the 17 out of Syracuse. This is Bob Schisler Jr. Bob Schisler Jr. out of Cromwell, Indiana, is sponsored by Mom and Dad, Angels Custom Covers, Deanna, Bubba and Jamie, Schisler Trucking, special thanks to Ray, Lipper Components, Rodney Spencer, Zyman, J.R. Chupp, Lakeside Home Select and Transport, Ron Culp's Karaoke and DJ Services, Stuckman and Sons Roll-Off Service, Goshen Collision Center, Bryan Service Center, and Creation Graphics. Some of the sponsors on the number 17. Car number 62 is Ed Click. To his right, the 78 of Don Click. Second row inside, number 52 from Milford of Matt Sparks. To his right, the 13 of Marty Lunger. Third row inside, the 124 from Goshen, that's Tim Davis. To his right, the 38 of Darrell Click. Fourth row inside, car number 40. That's the 40D from Plymouth of Tricky Dicky Seidel. And to his right, the 15 from Goshen of Don Hunley in that Michael Waltrip Napa-sponsored machine. And at the back of the pack, the number 1, Goshen Collision Center Special of Al Maurer. Al Maurer also sponsored this season by Pro Motor there in Goshen. And Jenkins Automotive, so keep your eye on the number 1, Al Maurer. Nice looking street stock this season. 9 cars going 8 laps in our second street stock heat. And we got a number 10B out there. Ryan Condon. Not quite sure what I guess he's had some problems and they're going to kind of test and tune his car. Hopefully it doesn't cause a problem. He's a late model, so don't look behind the curtain. Don't look at number 10. We got 9 cars going 8 laps. All right. The second street stock heat about to begin as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns them loose. So far, so clean. Number 62, Ed Click out in front. Matt Sparks in the 52's got the low line. 78, Don Click on the high side. Matt Sparks moving up to second. We've got 1 in and 7 to go. 124, Tim Davis going to hook up behind the 52. He's running there in 4th. And Tricky Dicky Seidel, number 40, is running in 5th. 2 down, 6 to go. Pole setter, number 62, Ed Click out in front. He'll bring him around for lap number 3. 52, Matt Sparks is up to second. 124, Tim Davis is up to third. 78, Don Click got on the outside groove and has lost some ground as we reach the halfway point. 4 in and 4 left. 62, Ed Click brings him around for lap number 6. Matt Sparks in the 52, 124, Tim Davis, 38, Darryl Click running there in 4th now. Tricky Dicky Seidel in the 40 trying to move up on the outside groove. Trying to make that outside line a little bit faster with 1 lap to go. Checkered flag will wave for your pole setter, number 62, Ed Click. 62, 52, 62, 52, and 40. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Number 40, Tricky Dicky Seidel beat out 124 Tim Davis at the line by a bumper for 3rd place. 52, Matt Sparks will finish 2nd, right behind your winner, the pole setter. Put your hands together for the 62 of Eddie Click. Eddie Click out of Ligonier is sponsored by Dave's Custom Auto there in Ligonier. On the pole, car number 8, that's Kurt Gunkel driving the Budweiser number 8. To his right, the number 6 from Elkhart to Butch Ryman. 2nd row inside, number 64, Don Vitale. Don the Dragon Vitale starts on the inside of the 2nd row, and the fluorescent orange number 13 out of Elkhart, that's Mike Miller. 3rd row inside, the number 9 of Matt Buzzard. On the outside of the 3rd row, we've got the number 90 of Rick Miller. 4th row inside, the 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon. And at the outside of the 4th row, the 88 of Charlie Hanna. 8 cars going 8 laps in our 3rd street stock heat. Okay, 8 cars going 8 laps. Next time by, we're going green, as Mighty Mike gave him the 1-lap signal that time. What do we got? Debris on the track? They had water on the track? Okay. Looks good from here, though. Checked out to be just the gleaminess of the lights flickering off the track. That's what it is. 8 cars going 8 laps in our 3rd street stock heat. Number 8, the Budweiser number 8 of Kurt Gunkel brings them to the line as we go racing. 64, Don Vitale. Looking on the inside there in turn 3 for the lead. 64, Don Vitale moving up. Takes the lead on lap number 1. Something wrong with the Budweiser number 8. He might be a case low. 64, Don Vitale, your leader. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon running 2nd as we complete lap number 2. Charlie Hanna in the 88 on the outside moves to 3rd. We're going to have 3 down, 5 to go as they come out of turn 4. 55, Brian Cannon looking for the lead coming out of turn 2, and away he goes. Right behind him is the 88 of Charlie Hanna, almost 3 wide as it went into turn 3. Halfway mark will come out. We'll have 4 in and 4 to go. Brian Cannon is your leader. 64, Don Vitale trying to hang on up front. 88, Charlie Hanna moving up on the outside. Number 90, Rick Miller moving up on the outside of Matt Buzzard for 4th. with 5 down and 3 to go. Bam Bam Brian Cannon trying to hang on. Charlie Hanna in the 88 right there looking for the middle. Oh, and he got behind him and Cannon broke loose. Charlie Hanna takes over on the outside for second. Charlie Hanna trying to make his way to the front. 6 down, 2 to go. Oh, and there goes 88 Charlie Hanna with a 3/4 of a car lead. And he'll bring him out of turn 4. Your new leader on lap number 7 is 88 Charlie Hanna. 64 Don Vitale still hanging on to second. Matt Buzzard running in third in car number 9. 90 Rick Miller back there to fourth. As the checkered flag will fly this time for the green machine of Charlie Hanna. 88 Charlie Hanna. 88, 64, and 9. That's the way they finished 1, 2, and 3. Number 9, Matt Buzzard finished third. 64, Don the Dragon Vitale was second. And winning from the back of the pack to win our third street stock heat. Put your hands together for the green machine, driven this year by Charlie Hanna. The 84 is Bob Huntsberger. His right, the 102 of Dennis Baker. Second row, the 17 of Bob Schisler Sr. To his right, the 23 of Donnie Harrison. Third row inside, the 71, that's the Doughboy Larry Saunders. To his right, the 007 out of Kimball, Indiana of Jack Brazel. Fourth row inside, car number 68, Mark Vance Jr. out of Elkhart. To his right, driving the number 20, that's Scott Keener out of Walketville. And at the back of the pack, the 79 of Bruce Fernie Jr. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cars getting ready to go 8 laps in our fourth street stock heat. All right, as they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike Powers looks them over. He turns them loose. We're going 8 laps in our fourth street stock heat. Your leader is the 84, Bob Huntsberger. Somebody trying to make it 3 wide there. The 102 of Dennis Baker got shoved to the side as 23, Donnie Harrison said, "Excuse me, I'm squeezing through." And your leader on lap 1 is 23, Don Harrison. Donnie Harrison out in front. Bob Huntsberger, the pole setter, running second. Here comes 17, Bob Schisler Sr. now. And 71, Larry Saunders running in fourth. 2 down and 6 more to go. Bob Schisler Sr. and 84. There they go in turn 2. Bob Schisler Sr. got to the inside and just a little bump, and around went the 84 Bob Huntsberger. So first caution coming out. Rumors have it that if you enjoyed the little flyovers earlier today from Goshen Airport and some of those, you're going to see some real flyovers on 4th of July. Okay. 2 down, 6 to go. Your leader is the 23 of Donnie Harrison. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. 71, Larry Saunders is running in second. 007, Jack Brazel running third. The number 20 out there, that is the 20 of Scott Keener. He's up to fourth as we complete lap number 3. Number 20, Scott Keener, trying to move up to the top 3. Right now, Larry Saunders, the Doughboy, trying to bounce his way in front of Donnie Harrison at the halfway point. 4 in and 4 to go. '23, Donnie Harrison out in front. The Doughboy rolling along in car number 71. 5 down, 3 to go. The Doughboy on the low line going into turn 1. Number 20, Scott Keener, Boo Boo's up to third. Caution coming out. We got 84 Bob Hunsberger in the way over there, turn 4. Bringing out our second yellow in this 8-lap street stock number 4 heat. In this very long 4th street stock heat. We've had 2 cautions. 23, Donnie Harrison, Larry Saunders, and 007 Jack Brazel, your top 3 with 3 to go. Mighty Mike turns them loose. '71, Larry Saunders, a doughboy, rolling along, trying to work around the 23 of Donnie Harrison. Time's running out, though. They got a lap and a half remaining. Don Harrison in the 23. 71, Larry Saunders got on the outside, got a little loose there. 1 more to go. '23, Donnie Harrison. 71, Larry Saunders. And the checkered flag flies. 23, Donnie Harrison. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 23, 71, 007 Jack Brazel finished 3rd. 71, the doughboy held on to 2nd. Winning the 4th street stock heat, picking up his first checkered flag on the season. Put your hands together for the 23 of Donnie Harrison. Be 89, Jeff Stetter. 16, Sam Long. Or Jan Long, supposed to start on the outside of the front row. Then we got the 11 of Matt Webster, the 49 of Bill Emery, the blue 11 of Chad Lehman, the 20 of Eric Gill, the 20 of Alex Pratt. On the inside there, Alex Pratt. 02 Frank Paymaster, and the 32 of Jordan Grantham. Don't believe I see all of them out there, but we're going to go green here pretty quick.
Yeah, one of these days.
All right, watch them as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers is going to give them 1 lap signal. Actually, the purple number 11, or the odd color there on the pole, is Matt Webster. The blue 11 is Chad Lehman. 49, Bill Emery on the outside as Mighty Mike turns them loose. They're off and racing 8 laps. Our 5th and final street stock heat. Mini stocks coming up. Matt Webster out in front. Matt Webster up front, Chad Lehman running 2nd. Eric Gill in the number 20 there with all the graffiti on it is, of course, Eric Gill. The other yellow number 20 is Alex Pratt. He's running in 4th. But your leader's not your leader any longer, race fans. Number 11, Matt Webster's over his time. I'll have the facts and figures on him in a little bit. So your leader's battling right now there behind the former leader. And number 11, the blue 11 of Chad Lehman, will be your new leader at the halfway point. 4 in and 4 to go. Holy cow, look out. There goes the 20. Eric Gill getting clobbered by Matt Webster. Brings out the caution. Matt Webster was trying to race for that lead, and then he goosed it, and around he went. Mighty Mike Powers gives them the one-lap signal. Your leaders, the number 11, the blue 11 of Chad Lehman. 02 Frankie Paymaster running second. The 20 of Alex Pratt is in third as Mighty Mike turns them loose. They got 4 more to go. Top 3 spots about evenly spaced. 11 Chad Lehman out in front of Frankie Paymaster and the 20 of Alex Pratt. They got 2 laps to go. White flag will fly for number 11, Chad Lehman. Some of these guys out here for the very first time here at the new Paris Speedway. Like number 20, Alex Pratt, as the checkered flag now waves for number 11, Chad Lehman. 02, Frankie Pagmaster, and number 20, Alex Pratt. And the 11 there of Matt Webster finishes 4th. 49, Bill Emery 5th. 11, 02, and 20. That's the way they finished 1, 2, and 3. Alex Pratt in the 20 was 3rd. 02, Frankie Paymaster brings home 2nd. And winning our final street stock heat. Put your hands together for the blue number 11 of Chad Lehman. Race fans, here we go. Our Dayton Daytona mini stocks, the fastest of our Dayton Daytona mini stocks on the track, getting ready to go 8 laps. On the pole, we got the 03 from Plymouth of Cecil Van Blerkum. Cecil V is our pole setter. To his right, the number 10 of the Stickman, Tim Barrick. Second row inside, car number 35 out of Goshen, that's Lenny Davis. To his right in row 2, the number 4 from Napanee of Dave Castle. Third row is the 13 of Squidward, Michael Landry. To his right, the number 6 of Dave Coleman from Goshen. Fourth row inside, you got the 83 there of the kid, Jeremy Dameron. To his right, the 16 of J.R. Ryman. 83, Donnie Mangan, fast qualifier, kind of tagging along. And, of course, at the very back of the pack, our fast qualifier was number 19, Jerry Ryman. Fast qualifier back there. 10 cars going 8 laps as Mighty Mike turns them loose. Listen to him. Sound like a swarm of bees as they came out of turn 4, and they're going 3 wide. Going out of turn 2. 35 on the inside, Lenny Davis. Pole setter, 03, Cecil Van Blerkum on the outside. 10 of Tim Kidder, he backs off. 83, Jeremy Dameron up to second already. Looking on the inside as they go into turn 3. Jeremy Dameron, a former mini stock track champion here at the new Paris Speedway, leads them around for lap number 2. 35, Lenny Davis on the outside. Here comes Jerry Ryman, fast qualifier, number 19 in that All Brands RV Ryman Design Special. Running up there now, moves to second with 3 in and 5 to go. Number 6, Dave Coleman takes the inside line and moves to third on the inside of Leonard Davis. Davis getting pushed to the outside groove, losing some ground as we complete lap 4. 4 down, 4 to go. 83, Jeremy Dameron. 19, Jerry Ryman. 6, Dave Coleman. There goes the 13 of Squidward. Around in the backstretch. Squidward spins it out. Caution flag comes out before we can get number 5 complete. Then the number 10 of Tim Kidder. The number 10 of Tim Kidder. The 03 of Cecil V. Michael Landry in the 13, and Donnie Mangan back there at the tail end of the pack, still having some problems. Okay, 4 laps left in our fast Daytona mini stock heat as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. '19 Jerry Ryman leaning real heavy on the 83, trying to figure out a way to get to the inside of him. Trying to figure an inside line or an outside line. 3 to go, and Ryman getting a little loose as he came out of turn 4. That fell back about 2 car lengths on that situation, but he did a good job of hanging on. 6 down, 2 to go this time by. '19 Jerry Ryman still trying to cut that lead down, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to with 1 lap left as the white flag flies for 83 Jeremy Damron. And the checkered flag will fly for number 83, Jeremy the Kid Damron. Well, that's the way they're going to finish. 1, 2, and 3. It was 83, 19, and 8. Or I mean 6. Dave Coleman, number 6, finished 3rd. Number 19, Jerry Ryman, held on to 2nd. Had to do some good driving to do so, as his car got a little loose on him a couple of times. But picking up tonight's fast Daytona mini stock heat, put your hands together for the 83 out of Goshen of Jeremy the Kid Damron. On the pole, car number 25, that is Tim Kidder. To his right, the 21 of Keith Gunkel. Second row inside, number 14, Kevin Grubb. To his right in row 2 is the 60 of Stan Hudson. Third row inside, driving car number 8, Frankie Treese. To his right, the 96 of Andy Kindig. Fourth row is the 16X of Corey Ryman out of Napanee. To his right, the 24 of Bob Huffman. And at the back of the pack, the 34 of Mark Hughes. 9 cars getting ready to go 8 laps. And, don't look behind the curtain. White number 7, Bobby Strimmy back there. Don't look behind the curtain. He's not actually in this race. 9 cars going 8 laps. Next time by. All right, watch them as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. Hang on, 21. Keith Gunkel got loose on the start. Falls back to 3rd, though. He did a good job of hanging on. 25, Tim Kidder, pole setter up front. Grubby, number 14, running in 2nd as they complete lap number 1. 21, Keith Gunkel now, trying to make a move on the outside groove. Not much groove there anymore. Number 8, Frankie Treese, running in 4th, and he goes around in turn 4, does a complete 360. And he collects a 60 of Stan Hudson. So caution flag comes out for number 8, Frankie Treese. Grubby, Kevin Grubb in car number 14's in 2nd. 21, Keith Gunkel there in 3rd. Then we got the 16X of Corey Ryman running in 4th. And the 24 of Bob Huffman Jr. sits there in 5th as we get set to go. With 2 down and 6 left in our second mini stock heat, Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. Three down, 5 to go. 25, Tim Kidder up front. 14, Kevin Grubb running second, 21, Keith Gunkel. Corey Ryman in the 16X. That's your front four with 4 to go. '24 Bob Huffman Jr. now up to fourth as Corey Ryman's on the outside losing ground with 6 down and 2 to go. Your leader is still Tim Kidder in 25. Kevin Grubb in the 14 up front. 21, Keith Gunkel running there in third. And Bob Huffman Jr. in fourth. White flag flies this time by. They got 1 more to go. And a checkered flag will fly for number 25, Tim Kidder. 25, 14, and 21. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. The 21 of Keith Gunkel was third. 14, Kevin Grubb held on to second and winning tonight's second mini stock heat. Put your hands together for the 25 of Tim Kidder. Tim Kidder out of Elkhart, picking up his first checkered flag on the 2005 racing season. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Number 43 is Mad Max Schaefer. He is right to 7 of Ron Baker. Second row inside, car number 12, that's Brian Allen. To his right in row 2 is the 29 of Paul Mishler Jr. In row 3, car number 80, that's Fat Boy Michael Akins. To his right, the number 5 of Leapin' Lee Atkins. Fourth row inside, the other number 5 back there, Merle Yoder, the Iron Man out of Middlebury. To his right, the 47 of the Bulldog, Gene Hughes. And at the back of the pack, the 88 of DJ, Dave Eckert. 9 cars going 8 laps next time by. All right, Mighty Mike Powers is going to give them a 1-lap signal this time around. All right, watch them now as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers looks them over. He gives them the green. We're going racing 8 laps in our third mini stock heat. Mad Max Schaefer in the 43 out in front. Paul Mishler Jr. trying to put the squeeze. Play between the 12 of Brian Allen. Oh, we got domino history going on back there in the back. Number 5, Leapin' Lee Atkins, went around. Mad Max Schaefer, number 43, out in front. There comes Paul Mishler Jr. trying to squeeze through again, and he does so as he gets between Brian Allen and the 12 and the 7 of Ronnie Baker. Paul Mishler Jr., number 29, leaning on the inside, trying to work around the front 2 cars. Brian Allen and the number 12 follow the leader through turns 3 and 4. Paul Mishler Jr. on the high side trying to get that lead away as we complete lap 2. It's a dead heat. Now Paul Mishler looks on the outside again as they come out of turn 2, and Paul Mishler Jr. with a half a car lead going into turn 3. Now he's got the full lead And leading them around for lap 3 will be the 29 of Paul Mishler Jr. Oh, and 47, Gene Hughes into the side of the 12 of Brian Allen. Number 7 closed the blinds. Number 7, Ron Baker, into the 12 of Brian Allen. There goes that radiator. That one's seen better days. Five laps to go, or shorter, in this, our third mini stock heat. As Paul Mishler Jr., our leader, takes the green flag and restarts it. 43, Mad Max Schaefer running second. Leapin' Lee Atkins in the number 5, leaning heavily there on the 5 of Merle Yoder, or vice versa. The white numbered 5 of Merle Yoder there trying to move up to third. We're at the halfway point, 4 in and 4 to go. 43, Mad Max Schaefer trying to hang on to second. Roasting some weenies over there in turn 2, it looks like, with the big flames a-flying. Those hamburgers done yet over there on that grill? We got 3 laps to go. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. up front. He has got a commanding lead over the second place. Number 5 of Merle Yoder. And guess what? 29, Paul Mishler Jr. is not your leader any longer. He's over his time. Your new leader is the number 5 there, Merle Yoder. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes now runs second. Leapin' Lee Atkins and the 43 battling for third. White flag will come out for the white number 5 of Merle Yoder this time by. Merle Yoder, your leader. 47, Gene Hughes running second. Leapin' Lee Atkins is in third. There goes Paul Mishler Jr. running the backstretch. Look out. Keep him going. Checkered flag will come out this time for number 5, Merle Yoder. 47, Gene Hughes second. Leapin' Lee is third. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 5, 47, and 5. A 5A of Leapin' Lee Atkins finished third. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes was second. And, of course, the 5 with the white number, Merle Yoder, is your winner of our third mini stock heat. The Madman, or I should say the Iron Man, Merle Yoder out of Middlebury, sponsored by Wildlife Wonders Taxidermy there in Middlebury, Milford Motorsports, H&H Racing, Connors Towing, and Yoder Racing. Put your hands together for your winner, number 5, Merle Yoder. R of Rochelle Strickland. Second row inside, car number 31, Ben Miller. To his right will be the 87 of Mike Stevenson. Third row inside, the 5J of Derek Jimerson. To his right, the Bruce Martin number 5M. Fourth row inside, number 41 is the Fireball Josh Dunn. Then you've got the 47 of Gabe Whetstone and the number 10 of Galen Mueller. I don't think he's going to be out there. Okay.
It's the decade where we were introduced to that scary purple dinosaur Barney. He still frightens me. Everyone starts using cell phones. Now we can't do without them. Infomercials overtake our televisions. And the grunge look takes over as well. On TV, Married with Children and Home Improvement are at top of the list. Some great music on the radio, too, which we will get to in just a second. Also, your chance to win with 90s trivia. You can also get your requests in at 296-1027 or toll-free 866-378-FROG. Let's kick off the 90s at 9 tonight with Eric Clapton and Change the World from 96 on Froggy 102.7.
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shining on my heart, so you can see the truth. And this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I'll be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love.
Good to keep warm. Right now we're wrapping up our fifth and final mini stock heat. Once we get that done, we'll get our Hoosier Tire late models out here to kick off our 2005 racing season on Hoosier 103.5 from the new Paris Speedway. And of course, our fine radio sponsors this year include Mike Gill's Auto Parts there in Warsaw, Thompson's Towing in Goshen, the Landmark Bar and Grill right here in downtown New Paris, Napanee Auto Repair, Jenkins Automotive, the Napa stores, your locally owned Napa stores, Jenkins Automotive, Jim Blunt's Auto Salvage in La Paz, and Wholesale Express in Osceola are proud 2005 New Paris Speedway radio sponsors, bringing all the live racing action to all of our race fans here in Hoosier land. And of course, it's chilly, and we're trying to wrap up our fifth and final mini stock heat. We had 70 cars come out Thursday night to test and tune here at the new Paris Speedway in preparation for tonight's racing action. Earlier today, I had the privilege to talk to some of the late model drivers that are going to be participating in tonight's upcoming 40-lap late model feature. Pit area this afternoon on a chilly April 30th. Caught up with returning track champion in the late model division, Ralph Davis. Ralph, how's the new track look to you with the new surface on there?
Right now, I'm not sure. We were out here Wednesday night, it was good, but right now it doesn't look too good. So I'm not sure.
Is it because maybe it's a little chillier today than what it was last Wednesday, or is it just getting slicker?
I think it's just getting slicker. The temperature was about the same last Wednesday. We're getting ready to go back out and see what it does.
Well, we had about 70 cars out here Thursday night for testing and tuning and during our hot lapping session. And of course, we've had several cars here again this afternoon for tonight's racing program. Just wonder if some of the tires and some of the stuff that's getting put on the track right now from all the different classes may be causing that slick situation.
It could be. I'm not really sure. I mean, we were out once, and it was good, but I mean, what I've been seeing, it's getting bad now, so I'm not really sure.
Well, I know it's got the new surface, and what's 2005 look for Ralph Havens and the Garenzer's Harley-Davidson number 17 look? Well, that is Justin Matson. And then, of course, on the outside of the front row, driving car number 87, he's in the DMR Body Shop, number 87, Ty Hayes out of Elkhart. Second row inside, from South Bend, driving car number 100, Pat Bird. He'll be driving the Remax number 100. On the outside of the second row, the 32 from South Bend of John Long. Third row inside, we've got the 14 from Argus of Michael Thayer. Michael Thayer sporting the D Signs number 14 out of Argus. On the outside of the third row, number 94 from LaPorte, that is Frankie Lyle Jr. Frankie Lyle Jr. in the Lyle Family Racing number 94. Fourth row inside from Bristol, the 85 of Kevin Kosher. Kevin Kosher will be driving number 85. Then we've got 57 Devin Heimbaugh on the outside of the fourth row. Fifth row is the 53 of Lou Strimmy and the 7 of Keith Hankins. The sixth row is the 14 of Brandon Maynard and the 58 of Ron Maynard Jr. Seventh row is the 7C of Bobby Strimmy. To his right, the 17 of Ralph Havens. In the last row, number 95 Steve Stacy and fast qualifier 28 Sean Amore from Plymouth. 16 cars going 40 laps. We've got them set. They're getting ready to go as they come out of turn 4. Caleb Woods turns them loose. We're off and racing 40 laps in our Hoosier Tire late model opening feature. Justin Matson out of Cromwell out in front as they head into turns 3 and 4. 87 Ty Hayes tucks in behind his rear bumper as they complete lap number 1. It's 55 Justin Matson, 87 Ty Hayes, and the Remax 100 of Pat Bird running in third. 2 down this time by as they come out of turn 4. The 14 of Michael Fair running up there in fourth. And then you've got the 85 of Kevin Kosher out of Bristol running in fifth. That's the top 5 as they complete lap 3 this time by. Earlier tonight, Lou Strimmy, whoa, there goes 57 Devin Heimbaugh around at the back of the pack. He spins her around down there in turn 1. Everybody else got around him, so the first caution coming out with 3 laps complete for 57 Devin Heimbaugh. He got up here on the high side, the main straightaway, got up in the marbles, and around he went. Justin Matson out of Cromwell, Indiana, driving that Sherman Enterprises number 55 with the 87 of Ty Hayes in that DMR Body Shop late model. In his first year, the rookie late model driver of Ty Hayes running there in second. The Remax 100 of Pat Bird's in third as we go back to green here at the new Paris Speedway as they go rushing and racing down into turn 4. Single file as number 87 Ty Hayes looks to the lead in turn 3. Ty Hayes on the low side takes the lead on lap number 4 away from 55 Justin Matson, and Matson cuts off the 100 of Pat Bird. Oh, and we've got him in the wall now. Brake check at the back of the pack. What happened there, basically 55 Justin Matson got passed by the 87 of Ty Hayes. Matson really kicked it in, and then 100 Pat Bird got caught up. Wasn't sure which way to go, and Pat Bird went sliding around into turn 1, and then we've got 95 Steve Stacy, 57 Devin Heimbaugh, everybody hitting the skids. And I believe down here in the wall in turn 1, we've got one in the wall down there, the 28 of Sean Amore, the fastest qualifier on the day.
David Stremme come in third today, and we're very proud of him, one of our own boys. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Neil Herman, Elkhart County Councilman, joining us tonight here at the new Paris Speedway as we are back under green flag racing with 4 in and 36 to go. Our leader is the 87 of Ty Hayes out of Elkhart. Right behind him, 55 Justin Madsen, and hammering right beside him, the 14 of Michael Thayer. With the other 14 right up there as well, Brandon Maynard. We've got 6 laps down this time by. 87 Ty Hayes leading his first late model feature this year here at the new Paris Speedway. It's the first time. There goes 94 Frankie Lau Jr. around in turn 3 on lap number 7. He looped it. 57 Devin Heimbaugh again involved. He's over there. Devin, it looks like they came out of it clean, though. It doesn't look like there's any damages to either of the vehicles. Okay, we got to line back up for a single file formation restart with 7 down and 33 to go. 87 Ty Hayes is our leader. 14 Michael Thayer running second. The other 14 of Brandon Maynard's in third. Lou Strimme's fourth. As the green flies, we're going back to racing for 33 more laps. 85 Kevin Kosher out of Bristol is running fifth now. A battle for second in turn 3. The white number 14 of Brandon Maynard up to second. Michael Thayer falling back. 53 Lou Strimme on the inside going to third. Michael, the 14 of Brandon Maynard, was looking for the lead there for a moment. Backed off to the 87 of Ty Hayes as they go into turns 1 and 2. Lou Strimme in the 53 running second. Michael Thayer's in fourth. Kevin Kosher holding down the fifth spot in car number 85 as we've got 10 down and 30 to go. We're a quarter of the way home with 3 yellow flags so far. Okay, running in 6th is Bobby Strimme in the 7C, and 7th is the 58 of Ron Maynard Jr. Running in 8th is the 7 of Keith Hankins. 95 Steve Stacy running right now in 9th, and Ralph Havens, number 17, has made his way up there to 10th. Rounding out the rest of the field, 55 Justin Manson, about 5 car lengths back, running in 11th. 57 Devin Heimbaugh's in 12th. 94 Frank Lau Jr.'s in 13th. Then we've got the Remax 100 of Pat Bird. 85 Kevin Kosher has exited to the pit area on lap 13. Kevin Kosher out of the race. 32 John Long now has worked his way up to 5th. We've got 14 down, 26 to go in this 40 lap Hoosier Tire late model opening feature for 2005. 87 Ty Hayes, the kid from Elkhart, who did so well last year, finished second in the street stock points. Moving up the late models full time this year. He finished second last year behind Rodney Spencer, and right now he isn't finishing second to anybody as he leads around for lap 16 out in front. 87 Ty Hayes. Ty Hayes out in front, but he's got a wheel real hot. 87 Ty Hayes. We got one in the wall over there, the Remax 100 of Pat Bird up against the wall. 87 Ty Hayes has got a very hot left rear wheel. That thing looks. Devin Heimbaugh in 12th and 94. Frankie Lau Jr. Only 13 cars out of the starting 16 have gone 16 laps. As we go back to green, Caleb Woods gives them the green flag. They're off and racing into turns 1 and 2. 87 Ty Hayes trying to hang on. It's getting hot back there. 14, Brandon Maynard right on his tail as they come out of turn 4 this time by. 17 down, 13 to go. 53 Lou Strimme running in third. Laps to go. 87 Ty Hayes. And 58 Ron Maynard Jr. and making the exit on lap 18. Something wrong with his car. So we're down to a 12-car field now. Again, with 19 down and 21 to go, your leader is 87 Ty Hayes. 14 Brandon Maynard. 53 Lou Strimme. Michael Thayer. 32 John Long running there in 5th. Then a big separation between them as the halfway mark comes out. We got 20 down and 20 to go. Running in 6th is Bobby Strimmy in 7th. 95 Steve Stacy's running in 7th. Then you got the yellow 7 of Keith Hankins back there at 8th. Ralph Havens has moved to 9th now. Justin Matson's running in 10th. Then Devin Heimball and 94 Frankie Lau Jr. getting together at the tail end of the pack. It looked like Devin Heimball may have hit his brakes, or Frankie Lau just ran up underneath his rear bumper and around he went. So yellow flag, our 5th caution coming out with 21 laps in and 19 to go.
Napa. Get the good stuff.
Find Napa Auto Parts at Jenkins Automotive with locations in Middlebury, Dunlap, Napanee, Milford, Goshen, Wakarusa, and Bremen.
We're going back to green here live at the hottest 20-mile racetrack in the Midwest, Paris Speedway, with 21 laps down and 19 to go. Green flag racing. We've had 5 caution flags and only 21 laps. As they complete lap 22, your leader is still 87 Ty Hayes. And there we go at the back of the pack again. Bobby Strimmy getting pushed around there in the 7C, and Bobby Strimmy spins out. Ralph Havens got collected. Caution.
Tearing a bunch of stuff up. Well, we wish you the best of luck in tonight's opening late model feature. I know you got to get going here, so good luck in tonight's racing feature, and of course, good luck in 2005. And of course, those were comments from Barry Lamb, number 69 out of Warsaw. He was about 2/10 of a second shy of making this A feature, but he's a swell gentleman and really loves the sport of auto racing here at the New Paris Speedway. We are back under green, and no sooner do we get back under green, we've got 87 Ty Hayes around into the wall here in the main straightaway. Caution flag comes out again. For this may be done for tonight, but I guarantee you he'll be back the rest of the season. He's going to be a top contender in our Hoosier Tire late models. 17 laps to go. Our leader is number 14, Brandon Maynard. Then 53, Lou Strimmy running second. Michael Thayer's in third on the restart. And green flag flies from Caleb Woods, our starter here at the New Paris Speedway. 95, Steve Stacy's running in 4th. In 5th is this yellow 7 of Keith Hankins out of Elkhart. Keith Hankins driving the D&M Properties number 7. Then we've got the 32 of John Long running there in 6th. 55 Justin Madsen back there in 7th. 57 Devin Heimball in 8th. Frankie Lau Jr. is back in 9th, and Ralph Havens in 17 is running in 10th with 25 laps in and 15 to go. Lou Strimmy in the 53, going to try to see what he can do in the remaining 8 laps as they clock in lap 27 this time by. The remaining 13 laps as we've gone to a 40-lap late model feature for 2005. Used to be 35, now we extended it an extra 5 laps. 40 laps seems to work well for our late model drivers on the surface, even though it has caused them a few problems. Lou Strimmy still jogging behind the 14 of Brandon Maynard. He's got his car hooked up. He's running the low line. That's the place to be, has been since the start. The low line seems to work well here at the New Paris Speedway on this hottest quarter-mile racetrack. 53 Lou Strimmy running in 2nd. Steve Stacy's up to 3rd. Keith Hankins is up to 4th with 30 laps down and 10 to go. 14 Michael Thayer running in 5th. 32 John Long's in 6th. And we got action in turn 3. 57 Devin Heimball. And no place to go over there. Wrong way, 17 Ralph Havens. He's into the 57. Devin Heimball caught up in turn 3. That brings out caution flag number 8. Lap signal. Next time by, we're going green again. 10 laps to go in our Hoosier Tire late model feature. 53 Lou Strimmy, he likes this. He lines right up nose to tail as they come out of turn 4. 95 Steve Stacy's in 3rd as the green flag flies. They're back to racing. 14, 53, and 95, the top 3. About evenly spaced out. Brandon Maynard, 53 Lou Strimmy, 95 Steve Stacy running there in 3rd.
Keith Hankins driving that DM&M Properties number 7 up to 4th. Michael Thayer out of Argus driving the 14 has made his way to 5th. John Long still in 6th. Frankie Lau Jr. has moved up to 7th. Here comes Ralph Havens again up to 8th now as he gets on the inside of Justin Madden in that 55 machine out of Cromwell. We got 33 laps in, 7 to go. Brandon Maynard in the 14, 53 Lou Strimmy running 1 and 2. Laps left. Now Lou Strimmy looks to the inside. Not enough room there going out of turn 2. Lou is kind of content right now, sitting right behind that rear bumper of the 14 of Brandon Maynard with 5 laps to go. Lou is sizing him up. Lou Strimmy, a former late model track champion as well here at the new Paris Speedway, has had several years of racing experience, several features, several wins. Strimmy running in 2nd right now. If he can have his way about it, he'll be up here in this winner's circle. But right now, Brandon Maynard's been running a real good race out in front with 3 to go. The 14 of Brandon Maynard, they've really got his car hooked up. It is hugging the inside line. He's staying on the inside, going through the turns. He gets a little wide. Oh, we got action in turn 2. Caution flag on the mount. Look out over there in turn 2, 55 Justin Madsen. And 57 Devin Heimbaugh looked like got together over there in turn 2. 9 caution flags. An 8-car field. Devin Heimbaugh now decides to take it to the pit area just before we go back to green. 3 laps to go. 14. Brandon Maynard brings him to the start-finish line. He's got 3 more laps to go. Brandon Maynard out of Elkhart. 53 Lou Strimmy out of South Bend running 1 and 2. 95 Steve Stacy out of Plymouth in 3rd. Keith Hankins in the yellow number 7 going in 4th. Michael Thayer there in 5th. White flag will be coming up next time by. The white will shine. For number 14, Brandon Maynard, Lou Strimmy right behind him. Only 1 more lap to go. I don't know if Lou's going to be able to do it. Brandon Maynard has run a real good race. He's been tight. He's held the line. And the checkered flags will fly for 14, Brandon Maynard. 53, Lou Strimmy will finish 2nd behind the 14 of Brandon Maynard. 95 Steve Stacy finishes 3rd. Keith Hankins in the 7 was 4th. Michael Thayer will finish 5th in car number 14. Then as you look back through it, 94 Frankie Lau Jr. was 6th. 17 Ralph Havens brings home 8th. And moving up here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for the 14 out of Elkhart, your late model 40-lap feature winner for 2005 in their first night, the 14 of Brandon Maynard. Brandon Maynard doing a great job in car number 14 out of Elkhart. Brandon is sponsored in part by Skid Marks, Slim Pickens Band, Concord Cars there in Elkhart, and Racing Unlimited, all sponsors of 14 of Brandon Maynard. We'll get him up here in the winner's circle and have a few words with him as he wins his first Hoosier Tire late model feature in a real long time. Brandon Maynard, number 14. We'll get him up here right after this brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing here at the New Paris Speedway from Hoosier 103.5 FM. Our pole setter will be the 62 from Ligonier of Ed Click. Ed Click driving the Dave Custom Auto number 62. To his right will be the 78 of Don Click. Second row inside, we've got the 52 from Milford of Matt Sparks. On the outside of the second row, we've got the 13 there of Marty Lunger. Third row inside, 124 from Goshen of Tim Davis. On the outside of the third row, number 38, Darrell Click. Fourth row on the inside, the 40 from Plymouth of Tricky Dicky Seidel. On the outside of the fourth row from Goshen, driving the Napa-sponsored Jenkins Automotive, number 15, Don Hunley. Fifth row inside, car number 1, the Pro Motor-sponsored number 1 of Al Maurer out of Goshen. To his right in row 5 is the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr.
Row 6, 121, Sparky Mark Miller. To his right, the 61 from Syracuse of Jason Slayball. 7th row, the 12 out of Pearson of Kevin Gunkel. To his right, the number 10 from Goshen of Hollywood, Eric Kaiser. Row number 8, number 40, Rob Smith. And the 50 from Warsaw of Hurricane Charlie Cotton. And in row 9, number 99 from Napanee, Mark Blessing. And on the outside of row number 9, the 125, our fastest qualifier on the day out of Claypool. 125 is Frosty Scott Frost. Now, race fans, as our Michiana Tire Street Stock drivers make their way down through the main straightaway this time, let's give them a big send-off. They're going to be waving back to you, race fans, so let's flick our bics, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies, and say good luck, guys, and good racing. 18 cars going 30 laps in tonight's Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. Number 62, Ed Click. He is your pole setter with Don Click, a relative, I do believe, right there on the outside of the front row.
That looks like the car tire.
Okay. We're about ready to go as Caleb Woods puts them on their final pace lap this time. He gives them the 1-lap signal. Like I said before, the returning street stock track champion, number 9, Rodney Spencer, now has decided to go to late models. So he won't be out there competing. Of course, Rob Smith, who finished 4th in the points, is the highest finishing points person in the street stock. He's out here in this feature tonight. Right off the bat, there goes 52, Matt Sparks, as the green flag flies. We got action in turn 1 before we could even get a lap in. We're going to have a caution. As 52, Matt Sparks, who started on the inside of the second row, got down low, got into the dirt. Around he went. Some of the cars behind him, including the 40 of Rob Smith, ended up sideways. All right, we're ready to go back to a complete restart as we've got them all lined up, 9 rows deep, side by side. Hopefully they can take it easy. There's 30 whole laps in this race. We've already had one flag before we can get any laps in. Let's see what we can do now. Caleb Woods will be looking them over as they come out of turn 4. 62 Ed Click, 78 Don Click. The front row brings them out of there, and Caleb gives them the green. They're off and racing into turns 1 and 2. So far, so good. Everybody's still headed in the right direction as they come out of turn 2 and down the billboard backstretch. 62 Ed Click, a pole setter. 52 Matt Sparks right behind him on the inside line, running in second. 124 Tim Davis down on the inside of the 78 of Don Click. And Tim Davis in the 124 now moving up to third. And there's the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel out of Plymouth running there behind him, looking to move up to the top 4 as he gets on the inside of Don Click, and he takes over that 4th place spot. Don Click, who started on the outside of the front row, has slipped all the way back to 5th with 3 laps in and 37 to go. 38 Darrell Click from Ligonier, Indiana, now moving up there on the outside. He's made his way to 6th. Darrell, of course, started on the outside of the 3rd row, and he's running 6th right now. And here comes that 15 of Don Hunley in that Stevens Automotive Nappy Monster number 15. He drives that Michael Waltrip look-alike car. He's worked his way up to 7th. Clean and green so far with 5 down, 25 to go. 62 Eddie Click from Ligonier, Indiana, leading the pack. 52 Matt Sparks running right behind him on the bumper as they come bumper to tail coming out of turn 4. 124 Tim Davis running in third as he goes through turns 1 and 2. Number 40, Tricky Dicky Seidel, up there on the outside, trying to make his move. It's still anybody's race. 7 laps in, 62 Ed Click, 52 Matt Sparks, 3 wide racing coming out of turn 2. We got action, brake check over there in turn 2. And number 40, Rob Smith, kind of setting in the wrong direction, will bring out our second caution flag in tonight's Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. It was like brake check city back there at the back of the pack. When it went 3 wide coming out of turn 2, somebody hit the brakes, and 125 Scott Frost, our fast qualifiers, in the pit area. So is the 13 of Marty Lunger. So once we can get these guys lined back up, we'll go back to green flag racing with 7 laps in and 23 to go here at the 40. Rob Smith is in 14th. In 15th is the 99 of Mark Blessing. 16th is Frosty, Scott Frost, our fast qualifier. And at the tail end of the pack in the 17th spot, number 50, Hurricane Charlie Cotton out of Warsaw. We did lose one as we go back to green with 7 down and 23 to go. The one that we're missing is the 13 of Marty Lunger, as he dropped out of the race in about the second lap. He had mechanical problems. Everybody's still single file as they work out of turn 4 on lap number 8, and into turns 1 and 2 they go. 52 Matt Sparks right behind the 62 of Ed Click. You couldn't have got a piece of paper between the front and rear bumpers of those 2 cars if you were trying to take that paper to school as your homework. 78 Don Click into the infield. He's got mechanical problems on lap number 9. 62, 52, and 124 still up front. Tim Davis running there in third. Tricky Dicky Seidel now is up to fourth since 78 Don Click went to the infield. We got 10 down and 20 to go. Number 38, Darrell Click out of Ligonier, is running in fifth, and he's looking to move to the top 4 as he looks on the inside of Dick Seidel in turn 3. Not enough room. And Darrell Click, car number 38, still picking his way up there, trying to find some way to get in on the inside door of Dick Seidel, and he does so in turn 1. And Darrell Click's up to 4th. And Don Hunley now moving up right behind him as they all stay on the low side. Those on the outside are going to lose ground with 12 down and 18 to go in this 30 lap Michiana Tire Street Stock feature here at the new Paris Speedway. 52 Matt Sparks trying to find some way. They know they've got to pass on the inside. That's the only way they're going to be able to advance. On the outside, they lose ground here this evening on this new surface. 62 Ed Click on the inside. 52 Matt Sparks right there. Darrell Click smoking heavily out of the rear of the number 38 car when he was on the outside there in turn 2. Don't know if it was smoke or if it was, yes, it is smoke. He's still smoking. There goes 52 Matt Sparks. He's overheated. He was running second. Now he's in the infield, and he's underneath a big pile of steam. But the halfway mark will come out. We're going to have 15 down, 15 to go. Your leader is still 62 Ed Click. But they're shaking it up from there on back. 124, Tim Davis is running second. 15, Don Hunley's worked his way to third. Al Maurer, the number 1's in fourth. 38, Darrell Click's in fifth. 121, Mark Miller is in sixth with 16 down and 14 to go. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. has worked his way up to seventh. Don Hunley works on the outside of Tim Davis for second in turn 3. Don Hunley wanting to work his way toward the front in that Napa Michael Waltrip look-alike number 15 car. Right now it kind of looks like Michael Waltrip racing behind Kurt Busch as they go into turns 3 and 4 almost. But it looks like Don Hunley is going to overtake the 62 of Eddie Click, and he'll be your new leader on lap 18. 12 to go for 15, Don Hunley. 62, Ed Click's back to second. 124, Tim Davis is in third. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. has moved up to fourth as he got on the inside of Al Maurer there in the car number 1. As we've got 19 down, this time by 121, Sparky Mark Miller is up to 6th. 38, Darrell Click has fallen back to 7th with 20 down, 10 to go for 15, Don Hunley. The Napa Jenkins Automotive sponsor, number 15 out in front. 62, Ed Click running second. 124, Tim Davis is in third. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. there in fourth. The number 1 of Al Maurer is running in fifth. As they complete lap 21, they only got 9 to go. Darrell Click still hanging on the outside groove, running there in 6th. He uses the high side just like Little E as we complete lap 22 this time. 8 more to go in tonight's Michiana Tire Street Stock feature here on Hoosier 103.5 from the new Paris Speedway. Sparks flying out from underneath the 121 of Mark Miller as he went in through turns 1 and 2 that last time, like it bottomed out on him. It's cleared up now. He's still running back there in 7th as we complete lap 23. 17, Bob Schisler trying to get on the inside of the 124, Tim Davis, not enough room. They've got 6 to go, and way out in front, he's got a quarter of a lap lead to number 15 of Don Hunley. 15, Don Hunley, who did real well last year, finishing 5th in the points in the Street Stock division. Coming out strong so far, as he's only got 5 more laps to go to a feature win in the Michiana Tire Street Stock here tonight. The battles from second on back, 62 Ed Click, 124 Tim Davis, Al Maurer, Bob Schisler Jr., they're all piled up back there. They're battling for second. And right now as they go into turns 1 and 2, Don Hunley with almost a half a lap lead on the rest of the field. He'll be going across the start-finish line right now with 27 in. There goes Don Hunley, and there goes 62 Ed Click. He just crossed the start-finish line. That's how far apart they are. A half a lap separating the lead. And Darrell Click looks like something smoking heavy out of the 38 when he went through turns 1 and 2 that time. He slipped back a couple of spots. White flag will come out next time by for number 15, Don Hunley. Don Hunley got 1 more to go. Number 1, Al Maurer now makes a pass on 62 Ed Click, and Al Maurer's up to second. In that Pro Motor sponsored number 1 car. 62 Ed Click running in 3rd. Bob Schisler's in 4th as the checkered flag flies for 15, Don Hunley. 15, Don Hunley is your winner. Number 1, Al Maurer, second. Almost a dead heat there for 3rd between Ed Click and the 62 and 17, Bob Schisler Jr. 121, Sparky Mark Miller finishes 5th. But what a race for the 15 of Don Hunley out of Goshen. The Jenkins Automotive Napa sponsor number 15 picks up his first checkered flag on the 2005 racing season in the Michiana Tire Street Stocks. And as he rolls up here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for the 15 out of Goshen of Don Hunley. Don Hunley finished 5th last year in the Street Stock points. Well, he comes out with a bang tonight. He's sponsored by River Bend Hose Specialties out of South Bend. Parker Stores. Goshen Collision, the Hunley Service and Repair Center there in Goshen. All sponsors number 15, Don Hunley. He drives that Jenkins Automotive Napa sponsored machine, and he did a good job. We'll get him up here in the winner's circle and have a talk with Don Hunley here in just a few minutes as he picks up his first feature win on the season. And I'll also have the top 10 in tonight's Street Stock feature as how they finished right after this brief pit stop on your home for Saturday night racing, Hoosier 103.5. A feature, like I said, Don Hunley was your winner. Al Maurer finished 2nd. Eddie Click in the 62 was 3rd. Bob Schisler Jr. finished 4th. Mark Miller was 5th. Jason Slayball brought home 6th in car number 61. Rob Smith finished 7th in car number 40. Eric Kaiser was 8th. Frosty Scott Frost, our fast qualifier, managed the 9th place finish, and Mark Blessing in the 99 was 10th in that Street Stock feature. Now we're getting ready to go 20 laps in tonight's Dayton-Daytona mini stock feature, and here's the lineup for the rundown of your lineup. On the pole, car number 21, Keith Gunkel will start there on the pole position. To his right will be the 14 of Grubby, Kevin Grubb. Second row inside, car number 60, that's Stan Hudson. To his right, the number 8 of Frankie Treese. Third row inside, driving car number 96, Andy Kindig. To his right, the 16X from Napanee of Corey Ryman. Fourth row, starting on the inside, the 24H of Bob Huffman Jr. On the outside, number 34 from Mentone, Mark Hughes. Fifth row inside, the 03 from Plymouth. That's Cecil Van Blerkum. On the outside, in row 5, the number 10. He'll start in the 10th position. Number 10 is Tim Barrick. Sixth row inside, car number 35, Lenny Davis. He's out of Goshen. To his right will be the number 4 of Dave Castle out of Napanee. Seventh row, we've got the 13 of Squidward, Michael Landry from New Paris. To his right, the number 6 out of Goshen, the Monteith Tire sponsored number 6 of Dave Coleman. In the 7th row, actually the 8th row, will be the 83 of Jeremy Dameron. He won the fast heat earlier. Jeremy the Kid Dameron, a former mini stock track champion, starts on the inside of row 8. On the outside, the 16 of J.R. Ryman from Napanee. And then 9th row, 83, Donnie Mangan. And to his right will be the 19 of Jerry Ryman, Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman out of Napanee, fast qualifier on the day in the Dayton-Daytona Mini Stocks. So we have 18 cars getting ready to go 20 laps in the Dayton-Daytona Mini Stocks. And as they come back out of turn 4 this next time by race fans, they're going to be saying hi to you guys. They're going to be waving to you this next time. So everybody wave and give our Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock drivers a big send-off. They're out here for you, our race fans. So race fans, wave back to these guys as they come waving down the main straightaway. Or you can do just like we do, flick your bics, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies, and say good luck, guys, and good racing. 18 cars going to go 20 laps in tonight's Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock feature. Now Caleb Woods, our starter, will put them on their final pace lap this next time by. He'll give them the 1 lap signal. 18 cars, 20 laps, the 4 cylinders, the mini stocks here at the new Paris Speedway, getting ready to rock and roll. Caleb Woods trying to get them closer together as he put them on the last lap. Next time, we're going to go green. 21 Keith Gunkel is your pole setter with the 14 of Kevin Grubb on the outside of the front row. And as they come out of turn 4, Caleb says, looks good. He gives them the green. We're off and racing 20 laps. Number 60, Stan Hudson, right there on the inside as they go into turns 1 and 2. Stan Hudson moving up on the inside of the 14 of Kevin Grubb for second. 21 Keith Gunkel staying out in front as they complete lap 1. He'll lead them around here the first time. Our 4-cylinder Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock drivers, they'll go 3 wide sometimes. Looks like 34 Mark Hughes having some problems back there. Caution flag's going to come out as the 16 of Corey Ryman. And with the caution coming out, 14 Kevin Grubb must have hit the brakes too hard. He spun out and he's into the infield. So with 1 lap in, we did have a caution, so we're going to have to get them re-lined up and see who's going to be where. Everybody's still running under their own power. And Street Stock 15, Don Hunley victorious in our opening Street Stock feature. Right now we got 1 lap in, 19 to go in our 20-lap Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock before we had a caution flag come out. Everybody's still racing under their own power. Your leader is the 21 of Keith Gunkel. He's back out there. 60, Stan Hudson running second. 14, Kevin Grubb's in third. As we get them set to go back to racing, as they come out of turn 4, Caleb turns them loose. The track is clean. We're ready to go green, and they're off and running into turns 1 and 2. 14, Kevin Grubb makes his way up there. Oh, we got action in turn 1. Everybody turned around back there from about 11th on back. Dave Coleman, Corey Ryman. From about 11th on back, that's where they went slip sliding away. Dave Coleman. Cars are all pretty much still on the track. We started with 18. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've only lost 1 car out of the 18 starting grid. Watch them now as they come out of turn 4. Caleb Woods looks them over. He turns them loose. We're going racing again.
This time, probably green flag free. We're hoping to go the whole distance this time, 19 laps. Looking good so far. 19, Jerry Ryman, fast qualifier on the days, in the middle of the pack right now as we complete lap number 2. Oh, and there goes the 13 of Michael Landry around down in turn 4. Squidward spins it around over there in turn 4, and another caution flag comes out. We've had 3 yellow flags now in 2 laps in this Daytona mini stock feature. And all right, we got them lined back up. 2 down, 18 to go. Our leader, once again, the pole setter, number 21, Keith Gunkel. 60, Stan Hudson running in second. Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman right now lines up in 7th on the restart. As Caleb turns some green, we're off and racing again, 18 more laps. 21, Keith Gunkel. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag coming out. I think we got debris on the track. I believe we have debris on the track, so it looks like our safety truck and crew are going to be making another sweep around the racing surface. Hopefully these guys will use their heads. They got 18 more laps to go. The night is still young, though. It's only a 11:15. 21, Keith Gunkel, our pole setter, will be bringing him out of turn 4. Caleb gives them the green light. They're off and racing, 18 more laps. Number 60, Stan Hudson, standing right on the rear bumper of Keith Gunkel, number 21. Grubby, car number 14, is running in 3rd. Andy Kindig in the 86. They're in 4th. Behind him is the 24, Bob Huffman Jr., running in 5th. But here comes Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman now up to 6th as he works on the inside of Lenny Davis in car number 35. Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman, the fast qualifier on the day in car number 19, driving that Ryman design, all brands RV service special. As they've got 4 down, 16 more to go. And Ryman, Jerry Ryman on the inside, 3 wide. Bob Huffman Jr. went wide and he falls back. Ryman's up to 5th with 5 down and 15 to go. 03, Cecil Van Blerkum now moves his car up there to 8th. 83, Donnie Mangan's running in 9th. Dave Castle in the number 4 rounds out the top 10. You got the 18 out there of Corey Ryman, 16 Corey Ryman. Dave Castle in the number 4. Michael Landry and Dave Coleman running way back there in 11th and 12th. 7 down, 13 to go. Keith Gunkel still out in front. Pole setter has led the first 7 laps. 60, Stan Hudson running second. 14, Kevin Grubbs third. Here comes Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman. He passes the 86, Andy Kindig on the outside, moves to 4th. They've got 8 laps complete this time around. Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman's able to catch the outside groove and make it move to his advantage. Now we got a battle for the lead up front in turn 3. Number 60, Stan Hudson, looking on the inside of 21, Keith Gunkel, but Gunkel just drove right out of it on the outside groove and beating back to the start-finish line. Keith Gunkel still out at the point. 60, Stan Hudson running second. Kevin Grubb and Jerry Ryman battling for 3rd at the halfway, 10 in and 10 to go. Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman, number 19, on the outside of the 14 of Kevin Grubb. That's the battle for 3rd right now. As we're 3-4 wide in turn 2, there goes Michael Landry, number 13, around. And he's around again over there in turn 2, along with another one over there. I believe that's the way to go, 10 in and 10 to go. And I think the cold weather has a lot to do with all the cautions that we've had tonight here to do Paris Speedway. It's cold, the tires aren't sticking on this new surface. That could be part of it. Okay, Caleb Woods is about ready to give him back
racing as he shows them the green as they come out of turn 4. We're back to racing 10 more laps in our Daytona Mini Stock feature. Number 21, Keith Gunkel running up front. Now, Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman making a 2-car pass on the outside on that lap. Number 19, Jerry Ryman goes from 4th to 2nd on lap number 11. 21, Keith Gunkel out in front, but here comes Jerry Ryman, the Jackrabbit, has made his way up to 2nd already. He was the fast qualifier on the day. He's running there in 2nd with 12 down and 8 to go, looking for that lead. 60 Stan Hudson's running in 3rd. Then you've got the 14 of Kevin Grubb back there in 4th. Oh, and 19 Jerry Ryman down on the inside of 21 Keith Gunkel, and both of them get a little wiggly. Ryman still looking on the low side. Keith Gunkel runs his line. Jerry Ryman on the inside, down the backstretch and into turn 3. The 19 of Jerry Ryman trying to take the lead on lap number 14. Keith Gunkel stays on the outside. They were dead heat to the line there on lap 14, but it looks like Jerry Ryman will prevail. He'll take the lead point on lap 15. So Jerry Ryman is your leader with 5 laps to go this time by. It's Jerry Ryman out front. And now Keith Gunkel being shuffled back to 4th as the 03 of Cecil Van Blerkum's moved to 2nd. Dave Coleman has made his way around him up to 3rd. 21 Keith Gunkel slowly going backwards. Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman out there. 03 Cecil V running in 2nd. He's out of Plymouth. Dave Coleman, number 6, now running up there in 3rd. We got action in turn 4. Caution flag coming out for the 16 of J.R. Ryman. And with 3 laps to go. Caleb Woods puts them on their final pace lap. Three laps to go to complete the opening night of racing in our Daytona Mini Stock features. As they're back to green, and 83 Donnie Mangan moving up there on the outside of the 21 of Keith Gunkel on that restart. Now falls back. The front 3, though, there's a battle there between the number 6 of Dave Coleman and the 03 of Cecil V. Cecil Van Blerkum out of Plymouth trying to hold off Dave Coleman. But right now, it's all Jackrabbit, Jerry Ryman, and car number 19. He's out there. He's got about a 1.5 second lead over Dave Coleman and car number 6 as the white flag flies. Coleman works the outside of Cecil Van Blerkum. Cecil V staying tough on the inside. That's the battle for 2nd. As we've got a 3-car battle back there for 5th. The checker flags will wave for 19, Jerry Ryman. 03, Cecil Van Blerkum 2nd. 6, Dave Coleman. 83, Donnie Mangan. And the 4 of Dave Castle. That'll be the top 5. That's the way they'll finish in the top 5 in tonight's Daytona Mini Stock 20-lap season opening feature. Now, how about that? Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman picking up his very first feature in a long time. Put your hands together for the 19 out of Napanee. That's Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman. 03 Cecil Van Blerkum was 2nd. Number 6 Dave Coleman brings home 3rd. 83 Donnie Mangan finishes 4th. And the number 4 Dave Castle 5th place as the Ryman Design Team and All Brands RV Service. Number 19 of Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman brings home the bacon tonight. We'll get him up here in the winner's circle and have a few words with him here in just a few minutes, right after this brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing for the new Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5. And, it was a good night of racing here, even though it was a little chilly. And we do want to thank everybody, including our sponsors that help bring radio racing live and direct on Hoosier 103.5 FM. WAWC Syracuse. We want to thank Mike Gill's Auto Parts in Warsaw, Thompson's Towing in Goshen, Landmark Bar and Grill in New Paris, Napanee Auto Repair, Jenkins Automotive, and all the area Napa stores, Jim Blunt's Auto Salvage in La Paz, and Wholesale Express in Osceola. We want to thank them for their sponsorship for the 2005 radio racing program from the New Paris Speedway. Until next Saturday night, this is Jerry Cannon, the voice of the hottest quarter-mile racetrack in the Midwest. Jerry Cannon saying so long, everybody. I'll see you at the races on Hoosier 103.5 FM.
On the outside of the front row, this is the way they're supposed to start. Number 9, Bruce Gregorich. Doesn't look like they're making it, so it'll be the 22 of Ryan Pro, the 21 of Honkin' Harvey Taylor, the 5 of Jason Isley, the 2 of Rusty Keddick. Looks like he'll grab the pole. Todd Hall, Rich Bull, Ryan Condon, Ed Paul. As Caleb turns them loose, we're off and racing 20 laps. And 21, Honkin' Harvey Taylor leads them into turns 3 and 4 up front. Number 2, Rusty Keddick running in second. Jason Isley in number 5. He's out there on the high side of the Radical Rich Bull number 22 machine. Radical Rich Bull trying to hang on to third. 101 Ed Paul running in fifth on the inside of the number 4 of Todd Hall. 69 Barry Lamb back there in 7th. Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, number 9, is running in 8th as we complete lap 3. Jumping Josh Taylor in the 21 back there. But a new lead change. Number 2, Rusty Keddick, regaining that lead as we complete lap 4. He got back around Honkin' Harvey Taylor. After starting on the pole, number 2, Ratchet Rusty, regains that lead. He'll lead him around for lap 5. 5 down, 15 to go. 21, Honkin' Harvey on the inside now. What's that lead back? Rusty says no way, but we got number 9, Rodney Spencer, setting down in turn 4. Caution flag comes out. All the number 4's in 5th. 15 laps to go in the late model B feature as they come out of turn 4. Caleb looks them over, he gives them the green, they're off and racing. 22 Rich Bull almost got underneath the Honkin' Harvey Taylor. 6 laps down this time by. Number 2, Rusty Keddick, Honkin' Harvey down on the inside. He wants that lead back. Remember, these two guys have had the lead. They've exchanged the lead at least once already. Now they're going to try for twice. Honkin' Harvey Taylor on the inside of Rusty Keddick in turn 1. Honkin' Harvey takes the lead away from him by half a car length as they go into turn 3. Honkin' Harvey leaning on the inside. He's got the low line. Rusty Keddick on the high side as they go down out of turn 2 and down the billboard backstretch on lap number 9. It is Honkin' Harvey Taylor, your leader. Rusty Keddick and Rich Bull running there in third with 9 down and 11 to go. Radical Rich Bull in the 22 now on the inside, moving up to second. Rusty Keddick on the high groove, losing some ground as we've got 10 down and 10 to go. Oh, and we've got one in the wall over there, turn 3. Number 9, Rodney Spencer. Excuse me, that's Bruce Gregorich, number 9 over there. 1 lap signal, next time by we're going green. They'll be bringing it up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Caleb turns the light on, they're going green. 10 more laps. .101 Ed Paul on the inside of Radical Rich Bull. A battle there for third as they go into turns 3 and 4. Ed Paul makes his way up to the third spot. Honkin' Harvey Taylor, Rusty Keddick, Ed Paul now running 1, 2, and 3. Radical Rich Bull hanging on to 4th. Todd Hall in the 4 car, running there in 5th with 8 laps left. 69 Barry Lamb trying to work his way up to the top 5. Now Ratchet Rusty Keddick on the outside groove, going to see if he can make his move out there to get around the 21 of Honkin' Harvey Taylor in turns 1 and 2. Ed Paul right behind him, a little bump and move. 6 laps remaining this time by in tonight's Hoosier Tire Late Model B feature. 21 Taylor, 101 Ed Paul looks to the inside. He's got a wheel there, but not enough room to get the whole car. 22 Radical Rich Bull still in 3rd as we complete lap 15. 15 down and 5 to go. 69 Barry Lamb on the inside of the 2 of Rusty Keddick for 4th. We got 16 down and 4 more to go. And Barry Lamb has worked his way into top 5. He's up to 4th. 21X Josh Taylor's made his way to 5th. 17 left, or 17 down to 3 left this time around. 101 Ed Paul now hooked up on the outside groove. Going to see if he can make a move on the outside in that GVW Tires D&N Racing Special. They got 2 laps to go this time around. Honkin' Harvey trying to hang on. Ed Paul leaning heavy on the passenger side, trying to size him up. They got the white flag flying. They got 1 more to go. And the checkered flag will wave for number 21, Honkin' Harvey. Hang on, Todd. 21, 101, 22, 69, and 21X jumping Josh Taylor rounding out the top 5. 69 Barry Lamb finishes 4th. 22 Radical Rich Bull managed a 3rd place finish. 101 Ed Paul battled his way up there from the rear of the pack to finish 2nd, but they couldn't get around the 21 from Ligonier. Put your hands together for your winner of our Late Model B feature, Honkin' Harvey Taylor. Put your hands together, it'll keep them warm. That's Bob Schisler Sr. on the outside of the front row, driving car number 23, Donnie Harrison. Second row inside, number 71 from Goshen is the Doughboy, Larry Saunders. To his right in row 2 is the 007 from Kimmel, Jack Brazel. Third row inside, number 68 from Elkhart, Mark Vance Jr. To his right, to number 20 from Walketville of Scott Keener. Fourth row, number 64, Don Vitale. To his right in row 4 is the number 6 of Butch Ryman. In row 5, we've got the number 9 of Matt Buzzard. To his right, the 13 of Mike Miller out of Elkhart in that fluorescent orange pick-em-up truck. In row 6, number 55, that's Bam Bam, Brian Cannon. To his right, the number 90 of Rick Miller. And at the back of the pack, number 88, the Toad, Charlie Hanna. There's the Budweiser number 8 of Kurt Gunkel. He's scheduled to start on the inside of row 4. All right, the back half need to catch the front half so that we can get the whole field to go here in just a minute. But Butch Ryman, number 6, front left wheel is locked up. He goes. Six and a half rows, 13 cars, 12 cars, going 20 laps as the green flag flew. Bob Schisler Sr. out in front. The Doughboy Larry Saunders in 71's up to second. 007 Jack Brazel is running in third. 64 Don Vitale. Puff of smoke coming out of his car when he goes through the turns. Looks like he's got a fender rub. Number 20, Scott Keener running in fifth. 2 down this time around. Bob Schisler Sr. out in front, the pole setter so far out in front. 64 Don Vitale trying to get on the inside of 71 to Doughboy. Larry Saunders stays right there, looks to the inside, coming down the main straightaway. Bob Schisler Sr. drives right back out in front as they work on lap 4. So far, so good. 17, Bob Schisler Sr. 71, Larry Saunders running in second. 64, Don Vitale's third. 007, Jack Brazel. And the 20, Scott Keener. Here comes the Toad, Charlie Hanna. He's starting to leap forward. Number 88, Charlie Hanna, started at the tail end of the pack. He's working his way toward the front as the top 3 over there. They're going to be 3 wide going down the billboard backstretch. Oh, Don Vitale backed off. Now he's still got the low line. And Don the Dragon Vitale will bring him around for lap number 6. Bob Schisler Sr. a tag in the rear end of the 64. He takes himself out. 17, Bob Schisler Sr. tried to tag the 64, and it did. It turned him around. 64 maintained his front spot. Caution comes out for 17, Bob Schisler Sr. In our Michiana Tire Street Stock B feature, 64 Don Vitale, 71 to Doughboy, 007 Jack Brazel, 88 Charlie Hanna. Yeah, he's going to give him another lap signal. 68 Mark Vance Jr. Next time by, the green flag will fly. 64 Don Vitale, your leader. 71 Larry Saunders. 007 Jack Brazel. The green's going. We're off and racing. 88 Charlie Hanna looks to the outside. Charlie Hanna had a run on that start. He's moving up to second as he works on the outside of the Doughboy. 71 Larry Saunders. The Toad, Charlie Hanna, up to second. Bob Schisler Sr. over there kicking up some dust over there out of turn 2. Now he's headed for the pits. This time around we'll have 8 down, 12 to go. 64 Don Vitale going to look in his rearview mirror if he had one and see the Toad about ready to get froggy and leap on him. As they go out of turn 3 and into 4, we got number 20, Scott Keener, doing a good save over there on that number 20 car in turn 3. Running in third now, number 90, Rick Miller has moved his way to third. 71 the Doughboys back to fourth. 007 Jack Brazel's running fifth with 10 down and 10 to go. Don Vitale trying to hold off the charging number 88 of Charlie Hanna. Hanna on the outside groove trying to make his move. We got 71 the Doughboy spun around over in turn 2. Yellow flag will come out as he's trying to get it out of the way. We got 11 down. All right, 9 to go. Keep your eye on them as they bring it up to speed out of turns 3 and 4. Caleb gives them a green light. They're off and racing 9 more laps. The Toad, Charlie Hanna, number 88, works the outside groove. Wheel to wheel, door handle to door handle in turns 3 and 4. Don Vitale still trying to hang on. But Charlie Hanna takes the lead on lap 12 by a half a car length. Don Vitale back to second. Rick Miller and the number 90 running there in third. 13 down and 7 to go. '55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon's up to 5th now. 14 down, 6 to go this time by. Next time by, they'll get the 5-lap signal. Next time by, 5 laps to go for 88. The Toad, Charlie Hanna. '64 Don Vitale running second. Rick Miller in the 90 right behind him there, giving him a little bump and go. 007 Jack Brazel, something happened there as he was going through turn 4. Looked like the car got a little squirrely on him. 3 laps to go this time by for the 88 of Charlie Hanna. Two-lap signal coming out. They got 18 down, 2 to go. 88 Charlie Hanna out in front. 64 Don the Dragon Vitale's done a great job so far up there in the front 2 spots. Number 90 Rick Miller running in 3rd. As the white flag comes out this time, they're on their final lap. 007 Jack Brazel hanging on to 4th. Matt Buzzard, the number 9, is running in 5th. And a checkered flag will wave for 88, Charlie Hanna. That's the way they're going to finish. It was 88, Charlie Hanna, 64, Don Vitale, 2nd. 90, Rick Miller will bring home 3rd. 007 Jack Brazel, 4th. And number 9, Matt Buzzard, finishes 5th in tonight's Street Stock B feature here at the new Paris Speedway. Congratulations to the Toad, number 88, Charlie Hanna, picking up the B feature win. As we get set to go in our Dayton Daytona Mini Stock B feature. Your pole setter is the number 50. Pole setter 50, Derek Jimerson. Or the 5, I mean, of Derek Jimerson. And Bruce Martin, the 2 5s up front. Also scheduled in this one, well, we got the 43 up front there of Mad Max Schaefer. He was supposed to start 3rd row inside. 5M of Bruce Martin on the outside of the front row. And the 41 of Fireball Josh Dunn, 2nd row inside. 47 Gabe Whetstone, starting on the outside of the 2nd row. 43 Mad Max Schaefer is supposed to be on the inside of row 3. The 7 of Ron Baker on the outside. The 12 of Brian Allen. The 29 of Paul Mishler Jr. Rounds out the 4th row. Supposed to have the 80 of the fat boy Michael Akins out there somewhere. And the 5 of Leapin' Lee Atkins. The 5 of Merle Yoder. 47 of the Bulldog Gene Hughes. The 88 of DJ Dave Eckert. Don't see him. And the 25 of Tim Kidder. Supposed to have 14 cars, and it looks like we only got 12 of them. So we're minus a couple. So Brian Allen's number 12 and the 88 of DJ Dave Eckert not making the start. We got 12 cars. Get ready to go in tonight's Mini Stock B feature. 12 going 12 in tonight's mini stock B feature. Derek Jimerson, the pole setter, with Bruce Martin, the other 5 on the outside with the white letters on it. Or the other 5. Black and blue, number 5. I tell you what, the odds are in favor that I think I might pick number 5 to win this one. There's only about 4 out of 12 out there. That's my prediction. Number 5 is going to win this one. Watch them as they come out of turn 4. Caleb turns the green light on. They're going 12 laps. And off the bat, number 5 is your leader. Number 5 running second. Shannon Hoke out in front. Shannon Hoke will bring him around for lap 2 with Bruce Martin in the other number 5 right there. The black and blue number 5 running in second. 43, Mad Max Schaefer's up to third. Shannon Hoke doing a hokey pokey over there in turn 2, got real wide. But Bruce Martin, number 5, the black and blue number 5, unable to get around him. Now they look to the inside, coming around of turn 4. 3 down and 9 to go. And 43, Mad Max Schaefer. See, Shannon Hoke does the hokey pokey, and they go 3 wide there for the lead. In turn 3, and 43, Mad Max Schaefer will lead him around for lap number 4. Check that. That's the 47 of Gabe Whetstone, as we've got Leapin' Lee Atkins and 43 Mad Max Schaefer here. They were asking for directions there for a minute as we complete lap number 5. Your leader is the 47 of Gabe Whetstone. The white 47 of the Bulldog Gene Hughes now running in second. Leapin' Lee Atkins still on the same lead lap, but he's the last car on that lead lap. 47, Gabe Whetstone out in front. The white 47 of the Bulldog Gene Hughes now running in second. The black and blue number 5 of Bruce Martin's running in third. Oh, and there goes Leapin' Lee Atkins around in turn 1 and 2 in front of everybody. And a caution's going to come out. It looks like Leapin' Lee's not going to be able to get that one restarted. Black and blue, number 5 of Bruce Martin is third. Then you've got the 25 of Tim Kidder there in fourth. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. Kidder just jumped 2 spots on the restart. We're going racing. So Tim Kidder just took off. Your leader is still the 47 of Gabe Whetstone, as Tim Kidder Nine down, 3 to go. Tim Kidder being shown as our leader on our leaderboard. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes running second. Gabe Whetstone and the other 47 running third. The black and blue number 5 of Bruce Martin's in fourth, and 29 Paul Mishler Jr. in fifth with 2 to go this time by. And the checkered flag will fly this time for 25, Tim Kidder. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes will finish second. The black and blue number 5 of Bruce Martin will finish third. That's the way they're going to finish, 1, 2, and 3. $25, $47, and 5. That's the way they're going to finish. So here's your winner of our mini stock B feature. Put your hands together for the Bulldog, number 47, Gene Hughes. Second row inside, number 11, the blue 11 of Chad Lehman. And of course, Matt Webster, who was over his time in the heat race, has to start at the tail. So Chad Lehman will take the pole position. He'll line up on the inside of Eric Gill's number 20 there. He's the one that's got Ernie there as his co-pilot. On the inside of the second row will be the other orange number 20 of Alex Pratt. On the outside of the second row, the 02 of Frankie Paymaster. And at the tail end of the pack, the 102 of Dennis Baker and the 79 of Bruce Fernie Jr. We've got 7 cars going to go a few laps in tonight's Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature. Okay, 10 laps coming up in the Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature. Chad Lehman in 11, our pole setter. Eric Gill in the 20 on the outside, the front row. The other orange, the plain orange number 20 of Alex Pratt and the 02 of Frankie Paymaster. That's your front 2 rows. Watch them as they come out of turn 4. Caleb turns them loose. We're off and racing. Number 11, Chad Lehman out in front. Eric Gill in the 20 running second. 02, Frankie Paymaster. Making his bid for that number 2 spot as they come out of turn 2. He's up there. Eric Gill falls back to third. 102 coming up. Here comes Dennis Baker. He's on a roll. He's got that big Chevy on a roll right now as they work on lap 3. 102 of Dennis Baker on the inside, just slides right by Eric Gill. Moves up to third with 3 down and 7 to go. Chad Lehman out in front, number 11. Frank Paymaster in the 02. Dennis Baker, 102. There goes Frankie Paymaster around, and Dennis Baker getting collected as well. Wow, this is going to be neat. We've got 4 laps down and our first caution flag coming out. 02 Frank Paymaster and 102 Dennis Baker brings out the caution. Come out of turn 4 with 6 laps to go. Caleb turns them loose. Eric Gill, number 20. Brings them around at the halfway. 5 down, 5 to go this time by. Matt Webster and the Purple People Leader number 11 running there in second. And there goes the orange number 20 of Alex Pratt. Four laps to go. I got my money on number 20 right now. Eric Gill out front in the 20, being chased by Alex Pratt in the other 20. Kind of reminds me of one of my favorite news shows, 2020. My eyesight tonight, 2020. 2 laps to go. Chad Lehman, though, number 11, restarted at the tail. He's running in third. There's a lap to go. This time around, they'll get to White. He could possibly make his way back up if he can get around these 220s. So there goes the number 20 of Alex Pratt around. Eric Gill still out in front. We're still under green. And a caution checkered flag will come out. The first one to cross the line will be the 20. Well, actually, number 20, Eric Gill, over his time. Your winner will be number 11, Chad Lehman. He will win. Number 11, Matt Webster, is second, and 02 Frank Paymaster finishes one of the 02s finished third. Number 20 over his time, Eric Gill not making the win tonight. Chad Lehman was over his time, started at the tail, finishes, and will win tonight's Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature as he picks up a case of Valvoline Motor Oil, compliments of Michiana Tire. Here's your lineup for tonight's final feature. Daytona Mini Stock C feature. Spectator figure 8 drivers, you're on deck. Spectator figure 8ers, you're on deck. Get ready to go. Right after this Mini Stock C feature, you'll be up. All right, Caleb Woods gets him the green. We've got our Mini Stock C feature going on. There goes the 85 of Rodney Archer out in front. Here comes the number 20 there of Josh Smith, moving to second. Oh, there goes the 87 spinning out. That's Mike Stevenson. And he's going to get her whip back around and get her in the right direction. As we clock in lap 2 this time by. 85, Rodney Archer out in front of the 20 of Josh Smith. Number 31, Ben Miller running in third. Number 20, Josh Smith, trying to work around the 85 of Rodney Archer as they've got slower traffic up ahead. The R2-D2 of Cheryl Ozier just goes a lap down after completing lap 3. Four laps down this time by. 8 laps to go for 85 Rodney Archer. Josh Smith in the number 20 running in second. 5 down, 7 to go as we got our 12-lap Mini Stock C feature about to go. And your leader's not your leader any longer, race fans. 85 Rodney Archer's over his time. Number 20 Josh Smith out in front. Josh Smith is your leader with 6 in and 6 to go. 31, Ben Miller running there in second. Caitlin Miller's dad's running in second right now in car number 31. 87, Mike Stevenson's running in third. Your leader is the 20 of Josh Smith. 31, Ben Miller running second. 87, Mike Stevenson's in third. 85, Rodney Archer, though, he over his time. Doesn't matter any longer. Nine down, 3 to go this time around for the orange number 20 of Josh Smith. 31, Ben Miller. Mike Stevenson in the 87 running in third. Red number 2 there, that's Morris Campbell. Rochelle Strickland in the 2R. Chris Siniff in the 44. The 05 of Jerry West. White flag will come out this next time by. Number 20 is your leader, Josh Smith, trying to hang on one more time. Number 20, Josh Smith, is over his time right now. Running in second is the 87 of Mike Stevenson. Checkered flag for 87, Mike Stevenson. And the rest of them.